Yeah, we're not Azir Corki scaling, but we're scaling over here on Dom 1 Kia's side. And Fred and Brion are just looking for mid-game spikes here. And so Power the Ornn will give them a lot of late-game insurances with the ornaments, but more so it's about his ability to control choke points and objective fights in the mid-game that he's really going to be spiking with this Kalista comp in.
And we'll see whether it's going to be enough to get them over the line. My goodness,
we got the Nuggery fan chance in there.
Yeah,
right?
we got the Damwon Kia ones, but I spoke over Fredit Brion's fan chance.
But yeah, it was a lot of the dominant wins we saw in 2021 where Damwon Kia got those back-to-back titles.
Whoa, that is aggressive from Dom. Gets Henna down to sub 200 health.
The only thought I had watching Wukong come into the meta was I really want to watch Canyon play this champion. His owner was very good, obviously, you know, from the Korean perspective, but I was like, I think Canyon will be an insanely good Wukong player, and he's got his first chance in his first game here. Yeah, well, Kellen is actually going to throw out an Ignite here onto Delight just to try and get him out of here. Good Mystic shot, lands from Dom, but Fredit Brion once again on the rough end of the trade. Okay, in comes Canyon once more. Lava taking a lot of damage, but is going to be all right. As Shirley has been started up, Umpty just looking to collect both of the sisters here. As Showmaker just walks towards Lava. Chaos Storm just to get himself out of here. And True Shot Barrage is just going to sail by majestically. I believe spotted out Henna. They want to contest this. That's why he commits his ultimate here. He has the choke point controlled too. I don't think they're going to get here in time to defend it. Lava is still at half health. Well, Canyon's just going to walk up. This is his strategy, just move in. Umpty is going to secure it, though, as the Glacial Prison comes down. Cyclone there, only onto Umpty as the Ornhorn's there, flashed from Canyon to get himself out. And Fred and Brion are like, nope, you're not allowed to take this Rift Herald. It is ours. They just barely get there in time to defend. Lava's on the edge there, and they will actually be able to hold on to this one. Maybe it could be a lull in the action, or something like that could be the topic. As Canyon looking for a little bit more. Here's the decoy comes out. We do have it ticking down. 15 seconds. Come on, quick. Just stop. Don't do anything. This is a record that we need for this season. Okay. As True Shot Barrage does nothing. I think we're going to break it. No. Yeah, here we go. And this is the latest first blood that we've ever had in the LCK. As the Drake is going to spawn, I think we may have a 5v5. We may have a first blood as we're ticking over 25 minutes. Canyon spotted in this tri-brush towards the bottom side. His flank angle is decent. The orb is placed so well here. Yeah, exactly. Lava can connect it if he would like to. Is okay. There it is. Hostile takeover comes in. Not a whole lot of value there as Noggery doesn't also find his ultimate. As the Drake is secured by Umpty. That is going to be 2 apiece for both teams as Canyon trying to do something. 2-man Shockwave not going to do quite the damage it was looking for as nobody dies. Just leave. Nobody dies. As he walks around in circles. Here just K-ramming it against Fred and Brion right now. If you were to watch a plant grow or a type of grass grow, what type would you like to watch? I'd go with a cactus, I reckon, as Noggery just to Narnia with that one as, Lord Morgan throws down the ult, does get the knock up onto Kellen, who is going to flash to get himself out of the way. Chaos Storm is there, Morgan going to flash himself. We're not going to, though. We're going to move down towards this Drake as Damwon Kia are likely to grab this one. Fred and Brion just going to gentlemanly agree. Fred and Brion are way better on the defense than they are on the offense, so when they set up like this with this control ward here, it's very difficult to approach for Damwon Kia. Lava's positioning is fantastic. Glacial Prison available here for Noggery. Let's see whether he pulls the trigger. Fred and Brion leave. Lava's going to walk towards the top side. I can hear Sunke. He's trying to be excited. He's trying to look for those things that are interesting in this game. We just don't need it anymore. As Dom, he's starting some aggression by himself. This game is like a salad with no meat and no He's like Arcane shifting forward. Glacial Prison goes down. Henna's going to flash. Morgan might die. Flashes the wall. The Showmaker's chasing after him. It might be the first one. No, they're just going to let him go. And I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call. As Lava, the Gromp even is like, no, I shouldn't die. This game is no longer about Damwon versus Fred and Brion. It's about the record. yeah. It's about the LCK versus the clock. Yeah. At this stage, we're playing PvE. I can't wait because everybody's gonna be talking about this game tomorrow. Everyone's gonna be like, well, I feel like they definitely could have played this more aggressively. The LCK is too. Yeah. They will not win worlds like this. This Baron is just evaporating. True Shot Barrage doing a fair bit of damage here. It's Delight off to the side. The Baron is taken. Not too much of an answer. Here's the bailout comes through. Can Lava get a kill? No! First blood at 34.5 minutes! Morgan
Morgan might go down as well, but remember, Frederick got the Baron. It's a double kill for Showmaker, but it isn't enough. That Glacial Prison's going to land. The Winter's Wrath is going to connect, and Henna will be the third kill of this game. It is so many kills, so much action, it's absurd! As Damwon Kia gets so many more kills than Frederick have been capable of this game.
They wanted to get the Rend kill there onto Kellen, but didn't get enough spears through, and it wasn't
Oh my god, is this a Baron for Nexus?
Baron for Nexus trade. I mean, we're 35 minutes in, and I think with Henna being that delayed on the respawn, there's a good chance here. Lava has his ultimate in 14 seconds when he respawns, but I don't know if they're going to have that much time.
Did First Blood actually happen 1 minute ago, and now the game is over? And the First Blood... and Baron also was taken? Okay, like, this is the silliest game I have ever cast in my life, and it is now over. Damwon Kia. Take game 1. Wow, I'm surprised anyone did champion damage this game.
Well, I'm not surprised Duckdom did a lot of damage because he kept his True Shot barraging on cooldown. Showmaker did a lot of damage on that last fight and had a lot of first strike procs in lane.
Yeah.
But, however...
I mean, Aatrox is fine. I mean, when in doubt, just pick Aatrox like R5. Just R5 Aatrox. That's how you do it. Well, run through the gauntlet in order to get Harmor Life Esports 2 Worlds. Whoa.
You'll get there eventually.
I straight up failed. I think my brain has just left the building after that first game, and I just wasn't able to. Yeah.
Even G-Sun's calling you out.
Yeah, she's calling me out hard. Like, honestly, the best commentator for this series would be David Attenborough.
Yeah.
As the hook connects.
Yeah, they got a
back.
here.
That's actually Showmaker taking a fair bit of damage, but okay.
I mean, it's at 130, so it's pretty significant. He is Aatrox, but will actually relieve a lot of the pressure here for Lava. So yeah, that actually is quite significant for level 1 in this matchup. So it's, hey, not a kill, you know, or anything like that, but it is big.
Yeah.
Big if true, and it's true. It's factual.
Indeed. Quite factual.
Satisfactual, even.
Oh, it's not good. It's not going too far.
Look at Lava clear the way first and get
I
first.
know, wasn't that cool?
It reminds me of Monte Cristo for some reason.
Rod of Ages?
Yeah, whenever I think of Rod of Ages, I just think of Monte Cristo explaining something.
Nagari's going to do some damage to Morgan here. Morgan's going to be fine.
Frederick starting this up first. Damwon Kia a little bit slow on the rotation, but this is where Aatrox shines in the early game.
Ooh, avoids the hook blind there as you got the Rakan dashing on in. Showmaker very, very low, but surviving with that ultimate that he has, and First Blood goes to Nagari. Showmaker still trying to make his way out. That First Blood was absurdly early, and they add an extra one to it. Canyon also stole away the Rift Herald, and this game is out of control.
It is infinitely faster than what we saw in the last one, and Henna has no such impact from the bottom side of the map. Meanwhile,
yeah, that's a nah, and Morgan trying to hookshot his way out. A bit of burn, but it's not going to be enough, as Morgan will make it to safety.
Small victory. So let's go back to this crazy fight here, because Frederick have positional advantage, you could argue, and Showmaker dodges the hook, goes in here, double knockup, and then the umpty ultimate hits, and the ult layers on top. Oh. Look at the knockup here, and also, like, the fact that the True Shot barrage comes through and Canyon gets several Qs off.
The Canyon damage was just insane.
Like, watch Aatrox in this too. Showmaker almost dies here instantly, just barely survives.
Oh, the True Shot barrage barely missing was very sad.
Save me, save me, save me, save me. He's like saying it after the fight's already over.
Everybody else is getting sleepy. Delight proves that he can actually hit it, and now Henna, Killer Instinct coming on through. Infernal Chains connect, and Umpty does have the Nimbus Strike, and that's going to allow Henna to grab that kill. So, Frederick on the board, their first kill of the series, their first kill of the season.
Much of an impact just yet in this game.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you know, this is another moment where he just gets kind of CC'd together. This time, Delight actually does hit the hook, and with the Glacial Augment, slows him down. Bottom side.
Oh, yeah. Henna is looking real dead. Canyon puts him to sleep, and thankfully he was asleep as he passed away, so that is humane of Canyon there, as Delight hooks his way out. Dredge Lane going to allow him to escape. Duckdom is going to equalize. by just taking down some plates. And by equalize, I mean also get plates, because I forgot that the steal was successful on the Herald. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was a big fan myself. And oh, Hannah.
Oh dear, he might get sleepy.
They could commit.
True shot barrage. Oh, he does move out of the way.
If they sleep him in true shot, it's a kill, but that's 2 ults. I guess they don't necessarily need it. They
too
guarantee
much aggression.
Damwon is going to have the heavier wallets and a lot more damage later on. So I feel like Fred Brion just really haven't done enough.
Well, Nogari's looking for an R against the wall, does try and get himself out of there, but it does not work. There are too many people here. Showmaker tried teleporting in, but he's a little bit late. Lava not going to get pulled back by the Infernal Chains, but you can see Showmaker still wanting it. Worldender still running. But Delight gets out of there, and Fred Brion do achieve the heist.
But, you know, that is the Fred Brion territory. Like, okay, late game objectives, we're going to have a scrappy fight and win it. But it's Damwon we're talking about, best team fighting team. Most would still argue.
Well, Nanti's going to dive on forward, does get the Cyclone, looks for even more, but Canyon goes into his Zhonya's. Now Kellen dashing around with the quickness. Canyon actually tries to get out there, but Hannah does have the killer instinct and gets a double kill now. As it's Showmaker trying to get in there and do the work, but Hannah is still free hitting. Can he do more? The answer is absolutely not. Double kill comes through for the Ezreal, and Doctarm's looking to make it 3 as Morgan is just getting 1v1'd in melee range, and there's the triple kill. Damwon Kia answer back.
7,000 gold to lead, but the bigger problems, the compositional strengths, the map control, and now Damwon Kia have wrestled enough of it away that they can start this off, and they have enough damage to take it down pretty quickly.
They certainly do. Lilia does so much damage to Baron, and Umpty can't get in here. It is just a free Baron. True Shot Barrage lands onto Delight as now Canyon looks for his opportunities very, very fast, and they've already taken down the Nautilus. Damwon Kia, can they actually win the fight, though, that ensues? Showmaker gets on in there. Hannah's trying to be huge, manages to take down the Ezreal, but he's overstepped. Showmaker is going to say goodnight as Umpty gets himself out. No, it's actually Morgan that gets himself out. Umpty is going to be the sacrificial monkey. And now Morgan is doing his very best to make the escape. Kellen, I don't think you win the 1v1. But he's still going to try and take him down. Okay, there's the heroic entrance. Blast going, he's like, yeah, no.
Just wants to delay him so Showmaker can come and catch him. And he also stops the execute from coming through, which Morgan would have very likely been able to get if he was untouched for that amount of distance, especially with these turrets up here.
Yep.
So Kellen resets aggro. We'll do it again.
And now Showmaker's the buffer is nice. But Showmaker, can he actually chase down Morgan? Is the question here.
Well, what's really interesting about this is this buys a lot of time for Fred Brion. Like, this is actually pretty significant how much time Showmaker's spending instead of pushing mid. But he will get
Infernal Chain, and that's going to be it. Kellen steals the kill. I love it.
Okay, Morgan on an angle here. If he can catch Kellen, that'd be great, but I think you need to kill the DPSs.
Ow. Okay, Umpty takes a fair bit of damage there. Delight as well. Softens up. That's a decent hook as Hannah diving on forward. They managed to take down the Rakan before anything happens. Immediate cleanse gets Hannah out of danger, but now they're grouped up. Can Showmaker actually make this one happen as the World Ender has come down? A fantastic ulti through from the Galio. And there's Hannah's double kill in the end. The Ezreal does go down, and there is your answer, Wolf. That's how they do it. The power of friendship is still there.
It was such a great split up on the fight. They were decisive. They pulled the trigger, and Showmaker is forced to retreat early on in the fight. He actually cannot get a big Gnar ult off in this engage.
Because he
hasn't
that much that much armor yet. That could be a thing for later in the game if it does go that far. As Bowling Ball connects, okay, just explosion onto Canyon. He goes into his Onions, and can he stay alive is the question. Hannah not going to be going to sleep because the Lilia is in fact dead, but the Gnar into the wall is fantastic. He goes down to the GA as now Showmaker gets so much health back with his Gore Drink, a massive amount of knock-up, but the Ezreal is still going to go down. The solo lanes of Damwon are the only ones left standing, and Fred Brion will get the Baron.
The Gore Drinker value is massive, but once again, Canyon overextended out in no man's land is nearly blown up as Zhonya's only buys time. We're passivity at the end of this one, and it's been proactive play, in fact, from Fred Brion at the last parts of this that have actually given them an opportunity.
Well, here's an engagement. They get in front of the Justice Punches. Lava goes golden, trying to buy some time to allow Umpty to get here. The Cyclone doing some work, but Damwon Kia have them where they want them. Showmaker goes golden. There's the GA from Umpty as Showmaker flashes his way out. But is the rest of the team going to be so lucky as there's a Nara into the wall? Hannah, killer instinct to get himself out, but the boulder is still going to land, and somehow all of Damwon are still alive. All of Fred Brion is still alive, and why am I surprised?
I mean, the fruit here is actually going to be pretty valuable for Frederick Brion, and if they can grab this soul, they're going to get all that extra healing. They won't need to back. They can push. No steal is very close again from Duckdom. This guy is insane. 40 seconds left. They will just Baron Power recall home to get those heals off.
Pressing forward, as you can see, Umpty presses the Cyclone button, doesn't find a whole lot of value as there is a Nard that's also relatively mitigated. Kellen goes golden as well, battle dance to get himself out, and it's a complete cacophony in this fight, but the Galio has gone down early. Hannah also taken down as it's a double kill for the Ezreal. Canyon is still at full health this time, and I have a feeling Fred Brion, they almost did it, but it was not quite enough. A triple for Duckdom in the end, and this time, Damwon Kia do win the team fight.
The game is not over yet. We still have 5 minutes to Elder here. Soul is on Frederick Brion's side. You can see the frantic shot calling here coming through from Umpty. Calling Morgan, are you going to push top? Are you going to look for deep wards? Probably just back off and defend. But, I mean, I say the game is not over. We're at 41 minutes. I think it may be.
Oh, yeah. I think
25 seconds on the Kaisa.
Yeah, the death time is long enough, and I understand, Wolf, because
I thought
these sorts of team
I wanted it to be longer.
Yeah.
I mean, Morgan's here, but it is over. It is over.
It is. The Nexus will go down, and Damwon Kia will get the 2-0.
Let's see that Duckdom damage at the end, 37,000, nearly 38.
Yeah, and as you can see, the goal graph certainly shows that things went a little bit wrong.
Showmaker. Congratulations, guys, and congratulations on picking up your first victory of the split by beating Frederick Brion. I'm glad, but at the same time, we made a lot of mistakes in the mid game, so I think we have to get rid of all the mistakes in order to have a cleaner performance. First off, I'm happy that we got a clean to a victory in the first match of the split, but as long as we can get rid of all the mistakes we made in game number 2, things will be fine. And Nuguri is finally back, the boy we were all waiting for to come back here in the LCK. So how was playing with him again on stage after such a long time? We are actually, you know, kind of used to it, but at the same time, I mean, like, I wasn't like feeling too special about it. So yeah, it was good. I liked it. Yeah, we figured. What about you, Showmaker? Same. I wasn't too surprised or like was like shocked. I mean, because he's been with us for a long time, so we were all pretty much used to it. And we were expecting some more kind of aggressive picks for Nuguri, but it was actually Sejuani that Nuguri played for the first time back on the LCK. I mean, yeah, Nuguri is really good at, you know, aggressive picks, but also he's really good at, you know, picks like Sejuani, as you can see, Nuguri on camera. Yeah, so yeah, so I mean, Nuguri can pull off many different styles. Then let's get back onto game number 1. The game was really close, not having any of the action in the early game. The first blood finally was scored at 34-minute mark into the game. Why do you think that happened? I think it's mostly because of the meta right now, and also early on. Our champions didn't really have the power spike, so we were waiting for the later phase. But I was also not seeing such a late first blood coming. And Showmaker, yeah, we could hear that you were like, this is a legendary game where we still don't have a first blood. So how are you feeling playing that game? I have never had this kind of a game before in my life, and I was pressing tab, and it was like 30 minutes into the game, but it was like 0-0 on the kill score, so I thought it was a little bit funny. Kenyon, you got the POG on Wukong in game number 1, a champion that was on a 0-5 losing streak here in the LCK. So some people said this could be a trap card in the current meta. So Kenyon, what's your thought on that Wukong pick? I think Wukong, Viego are the meta picks right now. You know, they're all right. I guess Wukong was on a losing streak for some reason, but I don't know why. I think Wukong is still very good. In what kind of comp can Wukong pop off? I mean, is a really good, blind pick champ. You know, he can fit into any kind of comp. He can be always blind picked. He doesn't really require a specific comp. And then we had Lilia jungle and then Aatrox mid. A very different comp and style compared to game number 1. Could you kind of break down your strategy for game 2? During the champ select, we realized that opponents had a lot of melee picks, so we were kind of thinking of what could be a good choice into their comp, and then Danny kind of suggested Aatrox to counter them, and I thought it was a really good pick. And just like you mentioned earlier, Freddy Brion was doing a really good job around team fights in the mid game. Were you guys worried that Freddy Brion can actually turn the game around? Kind of, but still, as long as we kind of focus up and play better, we will be able to still kind of capitalize on enemies' mistakes. So we were looking for that angles and finding some setups to secure the game. Well, I mean, I know that both you, Showmaker, and Kenyon said having Nuguri back doesn't really makes you guys feel any special, but the opponents are very excited to see him back in the LCK. He's even adding more pressure. What do you think about that? Not really. I've just focused on, just improving ourselves, playing better. Having Noguri back on our roster doesn't really add more pressure or make us kind of feel a lot more nervous on stage. I think we are still just focusing on our own performance as a team. Lastly, is there any message over to the fans, and what are your goals for the summer split? I hope we can pick up more of 2-0 victory just like we did today, and more of strong victories, and I hope we can win the summer split in order to make it to the Worlds directly as a first seed. What about you, Kenyon? Me too. Winning LCK. And also, I always appreciate all the support from our fans, and we will always do our best in order to bring the best performance possible to repay your love and support. This will be the end of the interview from Kenyon, Showmaker, and back to Valdez and Chronicler. Thank you.